Hey, how you doing? Case Dean here from ASN. So you catch me in the middle of um preparing for a mini workshop and creating a related ebook using ChatGPT, noggin, and Canva. So um just gonna follow me along as I um complete the ebook, which is adding the cover, and then I will talk you through everything else. So anyway, let me just get into this first, and then I'll be able to explain everything else. So the first thing I'm doing here is I want to merge the content of the PDF with the cover, and I'll show you and explain exactly what I mean in just a moment. But let me just right, cool. Cool. Okay, so what do I mean by content and cover? So the first thing is the cover is being created in Canva. This is the cover. And the document itself here with a mocked up cover. All right, so this is the actual ebook itself, and I'll go into more detail about exactly what the ebook is, the actual workshop and all that in a moment. So the first thing is I'm just going to grab the cover and the book over here. Right, so that's already incorrect because I've downloaded everything instead of just the cover. So bear just 1 moment. I'm just going to do that. Real-time stuff, man. I'm just going to take care of it now. So I want to print, and that was what I did wrong when I was preparing for this. Right, so just that page that I want. And I don't think I actually pulled the cover and called it the cover. Right, okay, so back to where I was over here. And that's the cover. So that's the cover, that's the PDF. I'm going to merge them. And then I'm going to move into splitting them. So I'm just going to, let me just remove a page, which is this dummy page. I don't want this dummy page. And that's the rest, that's everything. Cool. Page extract, merge those pages into one PDF. Definitely. Download. And I'm going to call it up. Replace. Cool. So let me show you the finished article. So this is now the PDF ebook. Welcome to your strategic marketing guide. So to give you a bit of background to how this actually came about, two things really. In the last few days, I've had I've had a conversation with the owner of a recruitment agency that had mentioned that they were struggling with marketing and getting clients after COVID, and it been a bit up and down with getting marketing help as well. A lot of it seems to be based on tactics. So that recruitment agency ended up being basically my muse for this, and I've created this document which goes over the 290 framework, which on this page right here explains exactly what that is. So it's creating a 2-year vision and the 90-day goals, like what they're trying to achieve over 90 days, and then what are the actionable steps that are going to be done in 2-week sprints, right? So that's the 292 framework, and it's been created using this recruitment agency. Now, it came about that I'm using the recruitment agency because I have in mind to create a mini workshop, and the mini workshop is here. So it's called Creating Effective Marketing Goals. And a big part of that is using the 292 framework. So at some point because that's basically breaking down the workshop, there's an example, and I decided to use the example. Again, I had this conversation with the recruitment agency in mind, so I decided to use that recruitment agency. And here within the workshop itself, there's going to be an example that all participants are going to get, which is breaking down exactly what's happening during the sprint and the outcome. So the idea there is that they have a concrete example of what has been asked of them in the workshop, because it can be quite difficult sometimes to be brainstorming. So it gives them a way to spark their ideas so they can then build on a strategy and then achieve their goals using the 292 framework. So the next thing that's happened here is I decided that all of this here is ridiculously valuable, so I'm going to turn it into an ebook. So then I wanted to make sure that I had copy. The way that I strategically think about these things is the first thing I want to do is have copy. So I've got copy for building the actual lead magnet page. Next thing is that I wanted a nurturing campaign. So the idea is they're gonna opt in for the lead magnet, and then afterwards there's going to be a nurturing campaign, which is going to be for everybody who's not been encouraged by the bonus video that's on the page after they opt in to actually book a strategy call. It's going to nurture all of those people through. So here you can see goal, educate prospects and lead them to book a strategy call. So you've got the nurturing campaign here. And then, oh yeah, and then there's a whole bunch of other workshop ideas based on the work that I do as a fractional CMO here, because I expect to be doing several of these paid mini workshops. So then the next thing was to create the ebook itself. So welcome page, understanding the 292 framework, setting your two-year vision, breaking down your vision into 90-day goals, executing with 2-week sprints, case study, that case study that I showed you earlier or just a moment ago, bam, right in the middle of the ebook right there, tools and tips for success, a little bit about expert guidance, selling my services. And then we've got next steps for recruitment agency, again, strategy call here, and then they can visit the website to learn more about how we help grow the business. So this, as I say, 3 things, ChatGPT, my noggin, and Canva were used to create this. So I just want to take you through the prompts that were used. So first of all, within the work that we do, we have a document that's staff viewed, which goes over the first 30 days of working with a client. So I asked ChatGPT to give me a list of ideas for a 60 to 90 minute online mini workshop based on the details in a PDF. And I gave ChatGPT the target audience, which is professional service businesses, CEOs, their marketing managers, sales directors, etc., in need of market strategy, leadership, and delegation. So that's how I ended up with, I should go here, all of these different ideas. And the first one here was actually creating or crafting, as ChatGPT will always say, your marketing goals. So let me go back here. So then I asked it, which one do you think would be the hottest and most sought after? Explain your choice. And it actually gave me a bunch of information that crafting, it was calling it, but creating effective marketing goals. And it gave me 6 reasons why it's the hottest and most sought after, aligned with business objectives. CEOs, market managers, and sales directors are often focused on how to align marketing efforts with the broader business objectives. This workshop provides a clear roadmap to ensure that marketing goals support and drive the business's strategic vision. Hell yes. Second thing here, immediate relevance, high impact on performance, strategic importance, broader applicability, facilitates cross-functional alignment. So here in the second, setting effective marketing goals is a foundational activity that influences all subsequent marketing efforts. As it does, professionals in these roles are likely to see immediate value in learning how to set and align goals that can lead to measurable results. And for me, that's what it's all about. From marketing through to this paid mini workshop, it's about making sure that these people, if they're taking care of it themselves, are being supported and take care of that. And if they are in charge of somebody else doing it or have to interact with somebody else doing it, at least they understand how all that works. So, high impact on performance. Clear and well-aligned goals are critical for measuring success and making data-driven decisions. We're all about being driven by processes and data after we've emptied the bag about the emotions that we're trying to influence, soothe within the ideal actual client for the business. But the majority of the work is going to be process-driven and data-driven. So this workshop would help participants understand how to define, track, and achieve their goals, which are directly tied to their performance, metrics, and success. Strategic importance. Understand that implementing the 292 framework can help businesses set both long-term and short-term goals. Super important. So the person that taught me this, an amazing guy called Kase Stanton, he actually kicks off his work with clients, and it's actually a 25 to 92. He starts with a 25-year vision. But for little old me and what we're doing here at ASN, we're going with the 292, which is the 2-year, 90, and 2-week sprints. So this balance is crucial for maintaining momentum and achieving significant milestones, making it a highly strategic area of focus. And I think that's the most important things with all of the troubles and stresses. And again, back to that conversation I had with the recruitment agency owner over the last couple of days, it's super common that people are kind of, as my good friend Vicente would say, throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. And so there's a lot of tactical work done. There's a lot of kind of knee-jerk hiring of people who they think can solve the problem, but they're always going to fall into the same issues because in actual fact, the bridge to where they're trying to get to is actually built on strategy. Broad applicability. The skills and knowledge gained from this workshop can be applied across various aspects of the business. It's not limited to marketing, but extends to overall business planning and strategy, which increases the appeal to wider audience within the organization. Super important point. As far as I'm concerned, the mini workshops are focused on the CEOs and the marketing managers and the sales directors, but I suppose the ultimate goal and the ultimate aim is that the workshops are used within the business to train everybody. And I mean everybody, because that internal marketing part of the business where everybody's actually focused and working together to market the business, either to themselves, right? Because departments have to actually market themselves, market to other departments, their ideas, but also having that consolidated and focused effort on marketing the business outwards and everybody really getting it, everybody. So this is something that would go into, it could go into mission statements and it can go into 90-day visions, right? Because what we're doing is the 292, which should be presented to the company as a whole. This is what we're trying to achieve, because what I'm definitely obsessed about is getting marketing out of the corner, even to a certain extent, getting sales out of the corner and bringing them to the forefront as being the engines that actually are driving the business forward, especially from a strategic point of view. And it all kicks off. The first domino for me is going to be marketing, that educational piece that's needed when it comes to going out into the wild and attracting new prospects, educating them as to why they are the best, why you are the best, or the business is the best solution for them, actually converting them into a subscriber, into a market qualified lead, onto a sales qualified lead, onto a client, onto retention processes, and then onto actually upselling them or actually turn them into cheerleaders to go out there and help you get more prospects, more clients through the door. That whole process is in that department that we talk about called marketing. That's normally put in a corner and is required to take some pretty photos or do some posts and, maybe produce a report or two. But it's a lot deeper than that. And the strategy that's underpins marketing is nothing without goals. So even though we've got this term here, creating effective marketing goals, they're actually, in fact, business goals that are actually driven along by marketing. Facilitates cross-functional alignment. By focusing on goal setting, this workshop encourages cross-functional collaboration, ensuring that marketing, sales, and leadership teams are all aligned towards common objectives. This can enhance teamwork and reduce silos within the organization. Said a lot better than I did. But given these factors, crafting, and I will change that right now, creating effective marketing goals stands out as a highly attractive option for a mini workshop addressing a critical need that can significantly impact the success of professional service businesses. Booyaka. So, right. So give me a breakdown of the workshop as if you were teaching it, if you're teaching someone to run it. So then the next thing, over here, that I got is actually the duration of the workshop. I've got the target audience. I've got the objectives. I've got the materials needed, all the way down to a projector for in-person workshops, and interactive tools such as polling software and chat functions for virtual workshops, which comes with most online video conference software. And then the workshop breakdown, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, all the way up until the end. And then follow-ups in that workshop. Materials including slides, templates, and additional resources. Offer follow-up session or office hours for participants to discuss their progress and address further questions. Create a community or forum where participants can continue to share their experiences and support each other, which is actually already in place, because right over here, we've got the marketing strategy group. So within what I'm planning now, there will be a section of this group that will be, or I should say a channel, which will be for the discussion of the mini workshops, or maybe it just go directly in general discussions. Well, I don't know. But anyway, if you would like to join this group and get access to the different resources, you start here after you started there, so start there second. But and get access to all these different resources, then you want to go along to I'll put the link in the description, but it's going to be school.com/marketing-strategy-group/about. And then over here, I'm already logged in. There'll be a join group button. You'll click on that, answer some questions, and then you're in, and I'll welcome you with open arms, and so will everybody else in the group. So let's get back over here. All right. So, okay. So then the next thing was that within the workshop, I know from workshop that I've done for ideal client workshops, conversion content workshops, market message workshops, productizing your service workshops, building digital products workshops, creating effective lead magnet workshops. All of these workshops have a moment when the participants, their brain just goes blank. It's just something that happens to us. The white page icons. And so what I wanted to do is make sure there was an example inside the workshop that can be given, a really detailed example. So that led to this example right down here, where I've told it about or based it on the agency owner that I recently spoke to, which is explaining that they had a downturn since COVID and they've struggled to leverage strategic marketing. And I'm not just leaving it at what I was told, which was we're struggling to do social media because that's tactical. It was really that they're struggling with social media marketing because they're struggling with strategic marketing. And so that's what I put in here. It's broken down my ChatGPT called Taylor Mason. It's gone ahead and broken it down into that 2-year goal, or made one up. and then 90-day goal. And then, as I've explained or I've shown you already, it's broken it down into these 2-week sprints. So that was that. So if I were to turn your last import, supposed to be output, that's what I love about ChatGPT, is that I can talk to a certain extent, a certain amount of gibberish and make mistakes and still understands. I didn't even catch that until I'm reading it right now. So if I were to turn your last output, the example plan for the recruitment agency, into lead magnet, and I don't want the lead magnet to be seen as definitive, because I didn't want it to be like, here's the guide, here's what you need to do step by step. That's ridiculous. Because it isn't that. So I want it to be seen as a resource to spark ideas or to be followed verbatim, but it is in no way the only way. It is in no way to only way. So I'm saying absolute gibberish, but it is in no way the only way to solve the problem, which is we are finding it difficult to attract high value prospects and clients, or even retain clients might be the issue. So give me a title for the cover and sales copy to encourage download. So back over here, there I get the title, which I went ahead and was cool. So I've used that. I've just changed that, how to revitalize your recruitment agency. And I've got the copy, which I haven't actually gone over yet, but it's good enough from what I can see here, to actually create a download page. And then back to the prompts. Right. Okay, show me the page of this lead magnet. And it did. Great. Now let's create one page of the ebook at a time. And then I've got a whole bunch of banned words here. And you'll see crafting. Because I should put, it says creating. I need to check that. Correct that. That should say crafting. I've missed the T out there. No wonder it keeps on repeating it. But anyway, I've got a whole bunch of words that, for me, I call this prompt here. It's actually this prompt from this asterisk all the way down here. I call this prompt Speak Properly ChatGPT. And these are all the words that it uses that kind of irk me, and I put them on this list. I want it to use British English because I'm tired of turning all the Z's into S's. Use easy to understand language, use you language. I want to make sure that all of the text that is created speaks directly to the target audience. Be conversational and use everyday language and talk like a caring expert friend speaks to another. That's what I wanted to do. And so it helped me create the pages one by one. And one by one, I just put it into, this is just Google Docs. So I've put it in, put them in one by one, done a little bit of formatting, bit of spacing. And then I've put this, you can see in the background, there is a background image, and that is done by going to insert watermark. That watermark is over here. Just adjusted it a little bit, put some opacity on it, and yeah, just to give it a little bit of branded style. So let me just go back here. Okay. Right, and then I need to revise page 7, because page 7, actionable tips. So it talked about project management software. Okay, no, it's already changed it. Yeah, there you go. So to help you implement the 292 framework, it talked about tools, but it obviously, I hadn't prompted to, it didn't mention anything about basically get ASN, get Kase to help you. So I asked it to revise that page, which it did here. And it added in information here about the role of a fractional CMO, expert guidance, objective, insight, scalability, focus on results. And so there you go. And that's in now. Include links to blah, 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 employee tools. Don't want these. There's other links. I suppose there are links that I could be adding in there. So I'm going to end up creating an ebook again, right? Because I'm actually just changing it now. But I just wanted to show you how I actually brought it together. So I will be checking that again anyway. Include links for further reading. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put this in red because there are a bunch of stuff actually that can go in there. So we'll be adding that. Okay, back to the prompts. Right, and then the last page. So I wanted the last page of the ebook, which was kind of giving a recap and also giving a call to action for booking a strategy call with us. So here we go. In this guide, we've explored the 292 strategic framework to help your recruitment agency set and achieve marketing goals. We covered how to create a 2-year vision, blah, blah, blah. We also discussed tools, tips, and the benefits of hiring a CMO. Now it's your turn to put your strategy into action. Start by defining your long-term vision, set clear short-term goals, and plan your sprints. Remember, this framework is flexible and can be tailored to your unique needs. If you need further assistance, consider booking a marketing clarity call, which will take them through to this page here on our website. And then this link here will take them through to the front page, homepage of the website for them to learn more about the business and what we do to help. So yeah, I'm gonna get onto planning the workshop, and before that actually completing these resources down here, redoing the creation of the ebook, adding the cover to the pages, getting that ready to be uploaded to the server, and then create the lead magnet download page, the landing page for lead magnet, and then move on to the creating a mini workshop. So anyway, I hope you found that useful. If you need any help with anything there or got any questions about anything there, then just let me know. Yeah, just contact me via LinkedIn. What I would say is the better thing for you to do is join the group here, then go into the chat, find me, or I should say come in here, find me, click on the chat button for me here. I'm logged in as me, I am me. So I won't have a chat button here, but you'll click on the chat button for me, send me a message, and we can chat, and I'll help you with whatever you need. Okay, I hope you found that useful, and I will see you next time. Bye.